Okay, today we are going to discuss about the topic aquatic ecosystem. In the previous class, we already discussed what are the different types of ecosystem. Anybody tell me what are the different types of ecosystem? Tirtha. Okay, see. Ecosystem that can be classified into mainly two types, that is natural ecosystem and artificial ecosystem. This natural ecosystem that is again classified into two types. ഏതൊക്കെയാ? Terrestrial ecosystem and aquatic ecosystem. So in the previous class we discussed the terrestrial ecosystem. Now we are going to discuss about aquatic ecosystem. Okay. So, aquatic ecosystem is a community of plants, animals and microorganisms that interact with the water environment. In an aquatic ecosystem that consists of plants, animals and microorganisms that is interacting with the water environment. And it plays a vital role in maintaining the ecological balance. For the maintenance of ecological balance, it creates an important role. Then, next we can study what are all the types of aquatic ecosystem. There are mainly two types of aquatic ecosystem, that are freshwater ecosystem and marine ecosystem. So, freshwater ecosystem that consists of only fresh water. And can you tell me some examples for freshwater ecosystem? Okay. Lakes, ponds, well, all these are examples for freshwater ecosystem. That is the examples. Rivers, lakes, ponds, wetlands, all these are coming under freshwater ecosystem that support limited but unique biodiversity. Then next comes the marine ecosystem. This marine ecosystem, the examples are sea and oceans. What is the main difference between sea and ocean? Sea is comparatively smaller than the ocean. Sea acts as a connecting link between the ocean. This marine ecosystem that covers around 70% of the total earth surface. It's 70% covered by this marine ecosystem. Remaining will be the land. Next we are moving on to the components of ecosystem. What are the two main components in an ecosystem? Biotic components and abiotic components. So, abiotic components, we know that these are non-living components of an ecosystem. What are the abiotic components? Water, sunlight, then temperature, nutrients and oxygen levels. And nutrients, what are all the nutrients you know? These are nothing but the inorganic compounds. Abiotic components le varuna inorganic components edokya? Different elements like sodium, potassium, magnesium, etc. Okay, these are the abiotic components which is common to both terrestrial ecosystem. Also we are studying the similar abiotic components. Then next comes the biotic components. The biotic components include producers, consumers and decomposers. The producers are plants and algae. Plants means these are water plants. Water plants in example പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ? Okay. So these plants are the producers in aquatic ecosystem and also some algae. Why it is called as producers? Because they are able to because they are able to do the photosynthesis and they produces the food. Then next comes the consumers. Examples for consumers coming under aquatic ecosystems are fish, amphibians and whales. And the third component is decomposers. Decomposers include fungus, then different bacteria, virus, etc. All these are coming under decomposers. So these are the components of aquatic ecosystem. The biotic components are there, abiotic components are there. Clear? Next comes the importance or utilization of aquatic ecosystem. The utilization that can be categorized into 3 levels. First one is ecological services. Ecological services that include, first one, water filtration. All we human beings and all the organism depends water for our lives. So water can be purified, filtered and purified, and it can be used. Then nutrient cycling. In an ecosystem, the biological balance can be maintained by different biochemical or nutrient cycles. Can you tell me some examples for nutrient cycles? Nitrogen cycles, carbon cycles, oxygen cycles, etc. So, this aquatic ecosystem acts as an intermediate, or it helps for the proper nutrient cyclings. Then, next importance is the habitat provision. This aquatic ecosystem that serves as an important habitat, especially for marine organisms. Can you tell me some marine organisms? Of course, fishes, octopus, starfish, all these organisms you are familiar with. Then next section, that is among the utilization, the next comes economic benefits. Economic benefits include, first one, fishing. Fishing is one of the common economic benefit. So many people are earning by fishing. Then next important thing is tourism. Tourism and transportation. Then the third one is cultural significance. That is this aquatic system that serves as a spiritual, aesthetic and improves the recreation values. So these are the common utilization of aquatic ecosystem. The next, what are all the threats faced by the aquatic ecosystem? Mainly 3 categories of threats we can see. First one is pollution. So we know that the main cause of pollution is chemical runoff. That is commonly pesticides, fertilizers and industrial waste they are dumping it into the water resources. So by that it has get polluted. And also sewages and wastewater is also we are plastics. Then next threat faced by aquatic ecosystem is overfishing. This overfishing, what is the consequence of overfishing? That may lead depletion of fish population and which can lead to the extinction of different species of fishes. Then it also causes the disruption of food webs, and also it causes the habitat reduction of so many organisms. Then habitat destruction, that is another threat. What are the causes of habitat destruction, or what are the things which causes habitat destruction? First one is coastal development and erosion. Coastal development means erection work and all that may lead to the destruction of natural habitat of various organisms. Then dredging and damming activities. Then wetland destruction. Wetlands are the habitat for so many organisms. So Recently, different conservation measures are introduced for preserving the wetlands. And last one is the climatic changes. Climatic changes include rise in temperature. We all know about the global warming. And another important problem is ocean acidification. Ocean acidification leads to the destruction of so many organisms. And another consequence is sea level rise. Okay, these are the different threats faced by the aquatic ecosystem. Next comes the conservation measures of aquatic ecosystem. So, how we can preserve or conserve the aquatic ecosystem? So, first point is protected areas, that is marine reserves and national parks to be set up. In forest ecosystem, we already studied that so many national parks exist. Similarly, marine national parks also existed for the preservation. Then freshwater protected areas should be maintained. Then sustainable practices, that is while fishing and all, we have to follow sustainable practices. Responsible fishing should be done, that is a catching limit should be set. Only that much fishing should be done. Then sustainable aquaculture should be followed. Eco-friendly water management should be followed. And last point is we have to create awareness among the normal public. What are all the importance of this aquatic ecosystem and what are the threats faced by this aquatic ecosystem, how it can be conserved. We have to educate the common people regarding this. Okay. Summary, that is the aquatic ecosystem are diverse, important and vulnerable, and also we have to take a call to action, that is encourage a responsible behavior and support conservation efforts to protect the aquatic ecosystem. Okay, so today what we learned about aquatic ecosystem. Aquatic ecosystem, what are the types of aquatic ecosystem? Freshwater ecosystem and marine ecosystem. Then we studied about the different components of aquatic ecosystem. And the components, biotic components and abiotic components. Then abiotic components, can you tell me some examples? Sunlight, temperature, nutrients, oxygen level, all these are examples for abiotic components or non-living components. Then we studied about the biotic components that consist of producers, consumers and decomposers. Here the producers are marine plants and also algae, etc. Then what about the consumers? Consumers are marine organisms such as fish, then amphibians. Okay. Then decomposers, that includes fungus, bacteria, virus, all these are example for decomposers. Then what we studied? We studied about the importance or